Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, before we go deep into our discussion, allow me to recognize Mr. Gitari for the M-Pesa support. Of course, I have been saying here that most of Kenyans are not comfortable with disclosing their identity. So I just choose to mention one name. I had earlier requested for your support after I lost my grandmom, and I've received a lot of support from the YouTube community, and indeed, you have shown love to me, you have supported me, you've called me. I thank everyone. I had mentioned the other names in previous videos. So any support that will come in, I will keep on mentioning the names just to recognize. I just feel I should recognize everyone. So I'm pushed to do so. Thank you so much. And again, for those who are still willing, you can continue doing the same. The number is on the screen. Now, let us go to our discussion. There have been a lot of problem in the cabinet, and there is silent war going on. Ministers are puzzled, seeing appointment being done and their names appearing in recruitment without their knowledge. So, appointment bearing their names without their knowledge. And the information that emerged, we had analyzed this earlier, we have cartels who have taken over control of Statehouse and the government printer. So Statehouse has taken over. And the name that is emerging, it tells you a lot. William Ruto appointing Felix Koskei, the head of public service. For a long time, we had Joseph Kinyua as head of public service for 10 years. But Kenyans never knew such an office, if it existed. He kept his health distance from public. He was cool. There was no controversial. So even if you talk about anything, you talk about politicians. It was not easy to mention Joseph Kinyua. But here, we are discussing about Felix Koskei, a man who took over from him. There is a letter where a recruitment of a managing director at Chemelil Sugar Company was taking place. So 3 individuals were shortlisted and 1 was appointed. You can guess which person was appointed, I mean from which community or tribe. So Koskei proceeded to publish in the government gazette the appointed person without the knowledge of the CS in charge. Remember, this one is under agriculture. CS Mithika Linturi was not aware of the appointment of an individual into an office, but his name was published. It was mentioned. In that letter, his name was bearing. So I want us to go through that letter, then we'll go deeper to understand really what is going on. This is serious. Look at this. Executive Office of the President, Chief of Staff and Head of Public Service. Statehouse, of course, that is the address. Then we have Honorable Franklin Mithika Linturi, Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock Development, Nairobi. Okay. Recruitment of Managing Director for Chemelil Sugar Company. We refer to the letter dated 30th October 2023, reference number iko pale, from the chairperson of the Chemelil Sugar Company Board of Directors, addressed to you and copied to us, requesting concurrence for the appointment of the managing director of the sugar company. Copy attached. We note that the request is subsequent to a competitive recruitment process in which Mr. Moses Kiplum, Miss Jacqueline Amondi Kotonya, and Miss Helen Jepchumba Biwot emerged as top 3 candidates, which scores as 98.33%, 97.39%, and 78.98% respectively. In view of the above and in furtherance of the circulars number OP/CAB .1.9/A1 dated the 25th November 2022 and 3rd April 2023 respectively, and based on merit, concurrence is hereby given for the appointment of Mr. Moses Kiplumo as the managing director of Chemelil Sugar Company. This one is a Kalenjin. We have no problem with our Kalenjin brothers and sisters getting jobs in this country or being appointed in the government. But all we are asking for is to avoid tribal appointment. I'm sure even the Kalenjin themselves, those of good mind, can understand what I'm talking about here. We are not tribal, but we're just asking for equality in appointment. The purpose of this letter, therefore, is to communicate the decision for your further necessary action. Yours, Felix K. Koskei, Chief of Staff and Head of Public Service. Copied to Paul Rono, PhD, Principal Secretary, State Department for Agriculture, Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock Development, Nairobi. Imetoka kwa Chief of Staff Koskei, ikaenda kwa Principal Secretary, State Department for Agriculture, nani? Rono, Paul Rono. It's just a Kalenjin affair. It's a Kalenjin affair. Hapo ndo tumefika. So they have their line and link. The question is, why did it bypass Mithika Linturi, CS for Agriculture? A man who was supposed to do the appointment. Without his knowledge, appointment has been done. And the communication is just there through the Principal Secretary, ignoring the Cabinet Secretary. As we continue with this discussion, just a quick request. For those who are watching and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, the obvious reason here is that there is appointment that those who are doing this work were avoiding Mithika Linturi because they knew maybe the man they were looking for might not get the job. So they bring in their own person on board and look for a way to give him a job, bila hata the man in charge knowing what is going on. This is what we refer to as a tribal appointment, or it's all about Kalenjin affair. Line yenye umetumia kufanya appointment inaguza Kalenjin mpaka kwa mwenye amepata kazi. Hakuna mtu mwingine amehusika. So the man who is being seen as a thorn in their flesh, Mithika Linturi. So you must avoid Mithika Linturi for you to hit the target. So Mithika Linturi was avoided. And imagine, this is his own ministry. How can you appoint a managing director of a parastatal without the knowledge of the cabinet secretary? Yeye anaona tu jina yake kwa mahali hapo na hajui. Hapa mambo yako serious. That's the problem. and Mithika Linturi should know. The message has been communicated. And this tells you what we have been talking here severally. Anywhere where you see William Ruto appoint maybe someone from Mount Kenya region as a CS, obvious the PS is going to be a Kalenjin. The fact is that the person who is going to run that ministry will be the PS. So you are maybe from Mount Kenya or Western or Nyanza or elsewhere. You think you have an appointment. The man who is going to run the show there is a PS. He ingine ni formality. And this one has been demonstrated in this letter. Very clear. And where you have a CS who is a Kalenjin and now a PS, when you see Kalenjin, the person who will be running the show there will be the CS. What come and the group. They are fully in charge of the ministry. How wengine PSS that are coming from elsewhere, they are in charge. Lakini sio how. And this explains the reason why in the latest research that was conducted, showing that Kalenjin are the majority in the civil service. Hao ndio wengi. Mambo ya employment kwa serikali ni hao. Then you wonder, a community that is coming in number 3 and tying with another community, coming in number 1 in employment. And the community that is coming in number 1, the Kikuyu, are coming in number 2. Luyas who come number 2 are now number 3 in employment. Na tunajua Waluya wanakuanga wengi. But census kuna mambo wanafanya. So even Kalenjin are overtaking Kikuyus, who should be the majority in employment, followed by Luyas. Then Kalenjin and the Luos wanafaa watai at the same level. Wakienda hivyo. Kamba and the rest should follow. Because hata hivyo ndio mambo yako. But they are the majority. So this is one of the ways they are using to put their people in place. It is either you are firing someone. If not firing, when someone take a retirement, replacement is a Kalenjin. So Kalenjinization of civil service. This one is a purely Kalenjin affair. And I hope my Kalenjin brothers and sisters will understand me. You see on how they are operating, that is it. So these CSS have no power. They are just there to be seen. Hata mambo ya policy hawafanyi. Someone else is sitting somewhere and critically strategizing on how to run their ministries. How wako tu pale physically kuonekana. Sasa tungane na serikali. Watu walikuwa wanasema Moi alikuwa mbaya. Moi was better compared to William Ruto. Kama nataka tufananisha watu. It took him 24 years kuweka majority of Kalenjin kwa kazi nzuri. Na wakati Kibaki alikuja, wakasema lazima tu balance, wakaanza kupunguza, wakaanza kupiga kelele, tena wanarudishwa. And this one now is on a large scale. Why not balance? Sisi wote tunatoa ushuru. Na kama mambo ni hayo, watu wengi wanatoa ushuru hapa ni Wakikuyu, Waluya, Wajaluo na Wakalenjin wanafatana hiyo na wengine. Because population, numbers matter. That's why people are saying that one man, one shilling, one vote. Niyo mambo wanaongelea. Sasa wengine wamefanya ni wakutoa ushuru, wakuajiri wengine. Kama ni hao ndio majority, who is paying them? In serikali ya Kenya kwanza. I don't know your views, but let us meet in the comment section to continue this discussion. Thank you so much and see you in our next video.